now live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Dustin.
And I am Tanya.
And we are Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness.
Yes, we are.
Today is Wednesday, and we are a day off. And we apologize. Scott, my man, what's happening?
Hello.
Matt, what's up, my man?
Hello, Matt.
I apologize that we're a day off. We have some traveling to do to take care of our health tomorrow. So our Q&A for Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness is tonight. But we got an action-packed night full of good questions. We're super excited about it. What do you got?
Just to remind people that you can find us on sunrisenutritionandfitness.com or sunrisenf.com. We do put up weekly blogs on there if you want to check them out. They are full of lots of great information. We also have Instagram and Facebook, which we are running both videos on right now. So you can follow on both of those channels as well to get some daily tips and advice from us. And we also have a YouTube channel, Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness. So on there as well, we do have a lot of very helpful videos, exercises, different workouts, some challenges that we've done. These Q&As are also posted on there afterwards. So if you do miss future ones, you may go on there and find those as well. That way you can see what questions were asked. It might be something that you wanted to know.
Sure. Yeah. So let's jump in and let's get started. So, and this is a good one actually, Matt. I'm glad you're on here because you've asked this question. Is white rice bad for you? So, let me start off with read the ingredients, read your labels, pay attention to what it is. Is it white rice or is it enriched grain, bleached something else? And then it'll say rice. Mm-hmm. So natural white rice, which is like basmati, long grain jasmine rice, sushi rice, I don't remember the name of that stuff, and sticky rice from that a lot of Asians use for their meals. All of them are natural white rices. And if it is a natural, grown from the ground white rice,
hasn't been touched,
it's perfectly fine. What everybody gets confused with is Minute Maid makes a minute rice, grain, enriched, bleached, whatever. That's not rice. So that all stopped when it was enriched, bleached. that changes. What's up, my man Harold?
Hi.
I love you, man. You make my day. But be mindful of what the ingredients say. If it's natural white rice, then yes, it's perfectly healthy. It's perfectly fine. It comes with minerals and vitamins. It comes from the ground, and if it comes from the ground, I'd recommend eating it. It has something for us.
Absolutely.
The next question I'm going to add to that, or that was added to that, is what about white, red, yellow potatoes? So everybody hears that rice and potatoes are bad for us. And that's because we've heard that white potatoes are horrible, and because that was part of the white rice, and then white bread got thrown in there too. So basically anything that was white food was garbage food. Again, potatoes come from the ground in any color. So sweet potato, purple potato, red potato, yellow potato, Idaho potato, russet potato, your potato, my potato, golden potato, his potato, hot potato, the floor is lava. Wait, what? They're all from the ground. They've all got their own nutrients. They've all got their own vitamins and minerals, and they're all very good sources of vegetables to eat. I actually would recommend that you eat all of them. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean in one day, but if this week you have sweet potatoes, next week have russet potatoes, and after next week have yellow potatoes, and the next week have red potatoes. Try to really vary up, because they all have different minerals and vitamins. You can get a good variety, and that's where like a lot of people ask about taking a multivitamin and stuff. the more diverse your vegetables and fruits become, your meats and that type of thing, the more of your micronutrients that you're picking up from the food that is available to us. And I said food, I don't mean packaged garbage. So the more food that we eat in different varieties, the better off we will be. So white potatoes are just as good as anything else. They come from the ground. Again, everything got construed when this white rice, white bread, white potato, white whatever got thrown out. I'm sure it went with white sugar. Like, I think it was like this big thing, and everybody was told, you know, stay away from all this stuff. It's killing us or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day,
continues to get passed down.
Sure.
And again, I mean, as with anything, eat it in moderation. Like you said, you don't want to eat every single potato in a day.
Right.
Like, know your limits.
Yeah. Watch your
mindful.
calories, watch your macros, and what fits ships.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with the white. But again, stay away from enriched or bleached, or like even breads can get into some really weird bleaching and enriching, and at that point it's garbage. They've ruined everything. And so real quick on labels, like the first 3 things in something are basically like the main ingredients, and then when you get down it'll say like contains less than 2%. So what happens is when they enrich and when they engrain and when they bleach and do all this stuff, they remove all the nutrients because they had to change the colors, and a bunch of weird stuff happens. Well, then at the bottom it'll be like plus niacin, riboflavin, blah blah blah. Those are all vitamins that then they are putting back into your food in basically ground up vitamin form, right? And so they grind all this stuff up, bleach the shit out of it to take the actual true nutrients out of it, and then they will basically grind up vitamin type stuff, put it back into your food, grind it all back up, and make bread out of it. And that's your added in. And then at the bottom you're going to have, you know, your xanthan gum, which comes from beans, all that weird stuff that you can't pronounce. That's like your preservatives and stuff. And so be mindful of what you're getting when, if you just eat a potato that's just a potato and it has all these nutrients in it, you don't have to eat enriched, bleached, weird stuff that they add a bunch of weird stuff to. So be mindful of that. It's 100% okay to eat potatoes and rice that's natural and from the ground. What do we got? Hey, what's up, Patel? Thanks for joining us. My man Harold, Vinny, Gally, Matt, Scott, of course. Thanks for joining us, guys. Matt, I hope that helps. All right, next question. Oh yeah, the topic this week was freestyle, anything that had to do with nutrition or fitness. So as we're going, if anybody has any more questions, let us know, post them up, and I'll try to scroll through, and we'll just keep knocking this out. Next question is treadmill / steady state cardio or weight training, or both?
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what your goals are, but realistically, we like to try to say to have a variety of both. You know, maybe like 3 days of weight style training and then doing, you know, cardio the others. Basically, when you do cardio, steady state cardio, you're only burning calories for that specific time. So the only time that you're doing the cardio is the time that you're burning that amount of calories. And when you're done burning those. When you do weight training, you're allowing your body to not only burn calories during your training session, but once you are done with the weight training, your body is consistently burning calories throughout the day. So you're adding more fuel to your body, you're burning more calories, and it's going to allow you to build leaner muscle, which the more muscle you put on, the more calories you burn. So if you're, you know, looking for like fat loss, that's a good
Yeah, for sure. I recommend trying to hit your 6,000 to 10,000 steps each day, and at least 3 days a week try to hit some form of exercise other than just walking. So, you know, mountain climbing or rock climbing, you know, CrossFit, weightlifting.
And it doesn't have to be with weights, like
sure,
body
weights, you know, and that's what I'm saying, like rock climbing or you know, messing around on some monkey bars, or like, when was the last time you went to a park and climbed around on the monkey bars and the jungle gym and all that stuff? It's a workout.
So yeah, I would definitely say, you know, having a variety of both is going to get you the best results. Getting some sort of movement every single day is going to help you live a healthier lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And then of course, having that weight training or body weight training, that's going to help get you a little bit more toned up. It's going to build the muscle.
Sure. And like she said, the more muscle you put on, the more energy you burn, the more calories you burn, the leaner you get. It's just turn your body into a fat incinerating machine. Next, should I stop eating packaged food?
No. There's some food forms that we get that is still healthy food that comes in a packaged form.
This is a package though.
Almonds.
These are almonds, and it's almonds, oil, and sea salt. So there's 3 ingredients. Here's another one right off the top. Tuna. It is tuna, water, vegetable broth, and salt. So 4 ingredients. So to get away from straight up packaged food would be tough.
Very.
But you could do it for sure. I don't know where you would get fresh meat, but yes, you could totally do it. But be mindful of the packaged food that you're buying. Notice I didn't show you Doritos or Little Debbie's or little diabetes snacks. It's predominantly whole food. It's predominantly healthy food that we eat every week, pretty much. Some peanut butter, nut butters, that stuff comes in a package.
Sure.
Oatmeal comes in a package.
So yeah, I mean, you don't have to stop eating packaged foods. Just be mindful of reading the ingredients. Try to get it as closest to the whole food form that you can get, and that's what's going to make a huge difference. The more you start getting into the higher processed stuff like chips and candy bars and things like that, even some of what people consider healthy
snack
bars like Cliff bars and stuff like that, they still have a lot of ingredients in them. So just be mindful, even if it says that it's healthy. Or
the big thing right now is protein bar. Oh, it's a protein bar. And just because they wrote 15 grams of protein on it, and it's a protein bar, but it has 350 calories and a bunch of crap in it.
Like 25 grams of sugar.
They're nothing short of a Snickers bar. They're just rewording, and that is totally legal what they put on the package. They can basically write whatever they want on the front of a package and get away with it. They cannot lie on the nutrition facts too much. But if you guys pay attention, the big thing right now is gluten-free. And if you want to think I'm lying, go to the store tonight and look at this stuff. Gluten is grains, oats, wheat, grains is what gluten is. And so, like, you might go to buy steaks and it'll say gluten-free. Well, meat doesn't have grains anyhow, but they put gluten-free on it so that you're like, oh, damn, this is healthy. You know, just because something's gluten-free, A, doesn't mean it's healthy. B, they can market it like that because we are told that if it's gluten-free, then it's good for us. And that's not the case. Little Debbie's can be gluten-free because they are not made with any grains. Oreos, gluten-free. You see what I'm saying here? Like, they can put all that stuff on packaging. It can all be, it's all legit too, because there's no gluten in any of it. But that doesn't mean that it's healthy.
Right.
So be mindful, read ingredients, check things out, and make sure you're getting close to whole foods, like she said, as possible. The farther you get away from the whole food is the more things that'll be added into the package, and that's removing the nutrients and really making it not food anymore. So a lot of the problems we see in today's society with food is we've basically got away from eating food. We eat food like substances at this point, and we've got to fight back. The best way for us to fight back is to buy whole foods. The fastest way to get Oreos off the counter is to stop buying them. I guarantee if nobody bought Oreos for the next 3 months, Oreo would disappear. Or they would go on to a different tactic of tricking us into protein Oreos
Sure.
or gluten-free Oreos or whatever. But pay attention to that, because it happens every time we go to the store. I giggle because something else is gluten-free now. Diet Mountain Dew, gluten-free. There was never gluten in it to begin with, but now somebody will buy it because it says gluten-free on it. So be mindful of what you're seeing, be mindful of what you're reading. The front of the package can basically say whatever they want, and nobody regulates it, so it's perfectly fine, and that's how we get sold on a bunch of crap food.
Sure.
Next question. What is a good rep range for workouts?
I would say 12 to 15 reps to build muscle.
Okay. Usually they say like 4 to 6 for strength, 8 to 12 for like the bodybuilder style, the muscle hypertrophy, and then maybe like 15 to 20 for endurance of the muscle. But a good exercise would maybe start off with like the 4 to 6 range on something of your more Olympic lifts, so like a bench press or a squat. So maybe in the 4 to 6 rep range, and then maybe like a leg press or a incline press in the 8 to 12 range, and then maybe a fly or a leg extension in the 15 to 20 range. So your really big heavy weights would be in your 4 to 6, your mid-range, the 8 to 12, and then some of the lighter kind of accessory work maybe in the 15 to 20 range would be probably pretty normal for what we see.
Yeah.
What about sauces/spices? Or how about?
I would say try to get away from sauces if you can. A lot of them have a lot of unnecessary ingredients. And not only that, but they add up very, very quickly. So even though you take a salad, for instance, you take a salad, you think it's healthy, you've got all these vegetables and your protein in there, but then you dump on a ton of dressing.
I'm here to tell you, I have myself probably ate 800 calories in ranch on a salad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Easily.
But 2 tablespoons is 140 calories. So you add 6, 8, 10, 12 tablespoons. And when I mean salad, I make a salad that's the size of a 5-gallon trash bag.
We actually use a big bowl.
But, when you put enough dressing on to kind of cover, the majority of the salad, it's easily 800 calories.
Sure.
And when you're eating 800 calories of salad dressing, you're doing something wrong.
So yeah, I would say if you can get away from sauces, that would be best. Or look for ones that don't have very much in them. There is one I recommend to people, Walden Farms. It's calorie free. If you do need dressings or sauces, they have a wide variety of syrups, sauces, dressings, you name it, they make it. I can't promise that they all taste amazing.
Yeah, and they got quite a few ingredients in them. Like that's one of them. Like it starts to get weird again.
Yeah, but if you're counting macros or things like your calories, that would be like a good substitution than having like ranch or
ketchup,
barbecue sauce, one of those. Seasonings are fine. I have no problem with seasonings. Some of them can be pretty high in sodium, but again, I mean,
unless your doctor tells you not to eat sodium, which not too many doctors do, for our closed group later. But sodium is actually an electrolyte. You got to have it. Helps your body store water. Helps your body do all kinds of things. And so I don't shy away from sodium myself, especially as much as we train and sweat and stuff like that. Sodium is perfectly fine unless, again, your doctor is telling you that you probably shouldn't have it.
Again, you know, I don't go and put extra salt on my food.
Sure.
Either.
And you know, beans that we eat, 90% whole foods, we don't add salt. So, but like if you're eating a lot of processed food, there's a ton of added sodium to stuff.
For sure.
And so, yeah, just be mindful of what you're doing with sodium. But as far as like sauces go, one thing we're notorious, like Cholula.
Yeah.
Soy sauce is really low. Plain mustard is really low or zero. Another thing we like to use is picante salsa for salad dressing instead of a dressing, because it's only like
10 calories.
10 or 20 calories per tablespoon, or 2 tablespoons, but way less than 140, and actually made with vegetables and healthy. So that type of thing can truly change a diet up or a nutrition up, is just, you know, having a little something different and trying different. And another thing, like, yeah, we'll buy 7 different seasonings. Like, it might say steak seasoning, but I'll put it on eggs, or it's just a different flavor, different taste, just different something to
spice things up a little bit.
and keep you going. I'm gonna look at this quick.
Sure.
Cody, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Renato, Asadi, what's up? Hi guys, what's happening? What's going on? So yeah, find really low calorie sauces and spices, and everything will be good.
Another thing that you can do to just kind of start minimizing yourself down, I've seen people do it before. They dip their fork in the dressing and then take a, you know, stab at their salad and eat it. It's one way to get less of the dressing, so you're not taking in all of those extra calories. Could be an easier transition if you're trying to cut down.
Sure. How should I drink my coffee?
Black. You should drink your coffee black.
Would you suggest any add-ins?
Personally, I would say no, because you're getting away from the naturalness of the coffee. I used to be a person who I had to put creamer in my coffee. I would even put a packet or 2 of sugar in there. And, you know, as I started transitioning in my fitness journey, I started getting to the point where I just started drinking black coffee. You know, I did transition from using sugar to stevia.
Yep.
It's a healthier alternative, and, you know, then once I kind of got used to that, then I try to cut myself down. Instead of maybe using 2 packets, I use 1 packet. And then now I just drink black coffee, and honestly, I couldn't even put anything in my coffee. It tastes absolutely disgusting to me. I do sometimes buy flavored coffee. That's fine, but trying to stick mostly to black coffee is the best option for you.
If you are going to add something, make it a dab of milk or almond milk or coconut milk or something. It'll kind of knock down the bitterness.
And you can also put like a dash of cinnamon or nutmeg in there as well, or pumpkin spice. I've done that before. That gives it a little bit of extra flavor as well with the almond milk. You know, blend it up. And
that'll help get away from the kind of the bitter until you're like, and then just keep kind of cutting down. I used to hate black coffee. Now I can drink it just fine.
Yep.
But the next part of that is my coffee plus all drinks. And our big thing is don't drink your calories.
Yep.
It's super easy. I got one client, he's on here right now, that loves orange juice. And I hate drinking calories, so he wanted orange juice. I gave him orange juice. We hooked him up. Everything's fine. It's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But 110 calories of orange juice compared to eating a sweet potato are two different things. Our body doesn't necessarily understand when we drink calories, so it doesn't fill us like a sweet potato would. And so then you got beer's 95 calories.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky, or 110 calories. Yeah, whatever. A glass of wine's 125 calories. And the next thing you know, I had 2 glasses of wine, 2 beers, and a glass of orange juice, and I'm 600 calories into drinking, and I only get 2,000 calories. Well, now I'm hungry, so then I overeat. Next thing you know, the nutrition is out the window, and I'm either not losing the weight that I suspect that I should be, or I'm actually gaining weight. It's that simple. Our body does not comprehend the calories that we drink like it does a full stomach. So try to be mindful. Try to drink 0-calorie beverages like water, black coffee. If you're into the pop or soda and energy drinks and all that, at least shoot for the 0-calorie or diet. I know I'm not sitting here telling you they're great.
Yeah, but it's better than the calories that you'd be consuming.
Yeah, try not to drink your calories. It will help some. And then obviously try to back out of them as well.
Sure. We got some people, I cannot pronounce Asif. Hello everybody. I'll just say that. Thanks for coming on.
What is the best diet and exercise plan?
One that is sustainable is my answer.
For a lifetime.
Yes.
Find something that you can do for the rest of your life. No fads, no diets, none of that. I don't believe in diets. I don't believe in quick fixes. I believe in changing your lifestyle 1 degree each day. Try to be 1 degree better each day. Maybe drink a little more water. Maybe get a little more rest. Maybe eat a healthier lunch. Maybe eat, one less snack. Maybe get a little exercise, maybe try some new sport, maybe try swimming, maybe try yoga, maybe try a banana, maybe try rice, white rice even. But find something sustainable, find something achievable, find something that you like, that you can do without being mega stressed out. I'm not saying that you can just go out and eat whatever you want, I'm saying don't be on something super restrictive and crazy. Do something that you could do at 80 that you can do today. Be mindful. Eat healthy, eat whole foods, get rest, get exercise, get some sun, smile, be happy, don't worry, and enjoy life. Don't make, I'm on a diet and an exercise plan.
I can't have this.
Yeah. Make it a lifestyle. Make it a healthy lifestyle, and make it enjoyable. What is a good meal / smoothie? So you do meal, I'll do smoothie.
Meal.
What do you got for a good meal? What are you having for dinner?
I would say anything that is simple. One of the best things that I learned is to simplify my meals. And that just relieves so much extra stress of time and cleanup and figuring out what I'm going to make and how long it was going to take. Now I just stick to, I don't eat meat, but like a veggie burger, some sort of vegetable, and some sort of starch, either it be rice, potato, quinoa, something of the sort. So usually that's what my meals consist of, or I should say both of our meals. Of course, he eats meat, so his would be some sort of actual meat, chicken or whatever. And that's what we have for every single meal.
Yeah.
But
I like that.
Yeah, I don't really have a good
Everybody
meal.
wants super crazy lasagna recipes and blah. Like, keep it simple. And I don't mean that you can't have a casserole, but let's say, what's a tater tot green bean casserole, okay? Stay with me. So in a tater tot green bean casserole, you'd have green beans, some sort of cream of mushroom probably, hamburger, and tater tots, right?
Yeah.
So
cheese. The old one would be cheese. Then.
Okay, cheese is still fine.
Sure.
So cut up a red potato and fry it in some oil, a little bit of oil. Take your hamburger, fry it up, take your green beans, warm them up, put them all together, put a little bit of cheese melted on top of it, and you've got a healthier version of green bean casserole that is sustainable and you can eat for the rest of your life. But it's not fried potato lays and mushy mushroom cream sauce and all that.
We even make like a chicken broccoli Alfredo.
Sure.
That same thing. It's got very minimal ingredients in it.
Yep. It's just, you can make anything healthy, but it doesn't have to be this huge or crazy recipe and make everything hard on yourself.
Yeah.
We like to keep our food separate, actually. I don't like to make a big pot of chicken Alfredo. I like to keep my chicken separate, my broccoli separate, my noodles separate, and we make some homemade sauce with cashews and things, and avocado. And so that way I can put as much chicken in it as I need, as much noodles as I need, as much broccoli as I need, pour some sauce on it, mix it together, and then I can have my plate, but I don't have to work, like, then I can count all my calories and my macros, and I don't have, like, when you mix it all together, then you feel forced to eat it, where maybe one day I grabbed a Cliff Bar at lunch because I was running behind or something. Well, now I don't get a whole cup of noodles. I only get a half a cup of noodles or whatever. Well, I can make that adjustment if it's all separate. But if I put it all into a pile, I can't really adjust for that. So I like to keep all my food separate and be able to measure and add and subtract as I need. So when do you start changing your macro targets? For example, I'm a little over 20 pounds to my goal weight and I'm sitting focused more towards toning muscles. Scott, obviously you and I can go over that, but realistically your protein's really not ever going to change. You're always going to want to be close to your body weight. I prefer 1 gram of protein per body weight. And so you're trying to get to 205 right now. You're like we'll say 27 if I were to guess. So you're going to want to be in that 205 to 210 range on protein. And then carbs and fat we get to mess with and see how your body reacts. And obviously that's your energy sources, and so we'll kind of continue to mess with them, but that's part of it, is just kind of seeing what our bodies do and what we are trying to achieve. But what you're eating right now is allowing you to build muscle and lose fat basically at the same time, as you've seen in your measurements. Your arms have gone up while your waist has gone down, your chest has gone up. Those are the things we're looking for, but that's where the adjustments come in. And if anybody needs help with that type of thing, please hit us up. We would love to see if we can get you on the right track.
Sure.
Smoothie.
Yes.
I would go 1 cup of almond milk, 1 scoop of Max Pro blueberry protein, 1 sweet potato, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, handful of ice, dash of cinnamon, either a really big sweet potato or a small sweet potato, and a half a cup of oatmeal, all ground up. And I know people are like, ooh, but
That's so good.
trust me, try it. And if you really want to do it good, warm that sweet potato up and then grind it up right away. And so your smoothie would kind of be like a warm, that's really good.
So good.
Yeah, super, that would be my smoothie for today. And that's it. That's all the questions we got. Does anybody have anything else? What's up, Harold? How you doing, my man? If anybody has any questions, shoot. Otherwise,
We will catch you next week.
Yeah. Next week will be on Thursday again.
Yeah, next week we'll be back on schedule.
Tomorrow we will drop next week's questions or next week's topic. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. If you guys have any questions, please message us, or you can find us at sunrisenf.com, Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness on Instagram and Facebook, and Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Stay up to date on all the information that we put out. We put out a lot of free information to help get you started, and I would love to help you out. It looks like I got a question that just came in. What do we got?
All right, Scott says, my wife and I will usually eat dinner around 5 or 6, but by 8:30 we are ready for a snack. Is there a time you suggest not eating dinner snack past?
Not really. 24 hours is 24 hours, but if your goal is kind of like weight loss, eating a big meal before bed is not necessarily the best way to go about it, because your body's going to have a hard time breaking it down while you're sleeping. So if you are hungry, I would suggest like a slow digesting protein, which would be like your maybe cottage cheese, and maybe some peanut butter or something like try to maybe stay away from carbs, maybe a little bit higher in protein and a little bit of fat, just to kind of feed your body as you sleep. It can help out, but yeah, I would probably stay away from fast digesting carbs for sure. But yeah, I mean, 24 hours is 24 hours. It's just kind of one of them. It's probably going to sit more than it's going to give you energy, if that makes sense. So if you eat that, or push your dinner back to 6 or whatever, or if that's what's working for you, like I said, try a slower digesting protein, something small. Scott, I know I told you guys the other day to start tracking, so make sure that you can fit that into your macros or calories and are able to have something. Otherwise, message me and we can figure a way out to get you something. I get it. Another guy I have is having problems with that too. And I do want to point out, and I'm not being rude to anybody, or I'm not, but there's nothing wrong with being hungry once in a while. We've learned this, like, I gotta eat every 3 hours, and I gotta eat, if you've already ate all your calories and you're a little bit hungry, there's nothing wrong with that. That's gonna start turning on the fat burners, and there's nothing wrong with being a little bit hungry. And now I don't mean hungry, I mean, if you're a little hungry and you go to bed, there's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I'm hungry right now. I'm hungry when I wake up.
I was gonna say, I went to bed hungry last night.
Yeah,
So.
I'm hungry because I'm counting everything right now. I'm dialed in. I'm cutting a lot, and going to bed hungry once in a while is not going to kill you. But if you're hungry, then we need to figure something out.
Sure.
So don't be afraid to reach out, Scott. I'd love to help. What's up, Travis, my man?
Hello.
Does anybody got anything else? Dewey, what's happening if you're still on? If nobody has anything else, I think we will wrap this bad boy up. I appreciate everybody. Again, Thursday next week. Sorry about this week. We have to travel tomorrow. And so that's all we got. With that,
Thank you guys so much.
spread love.
Bye, guys.